Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we're in the Mazaruni-Cayenne region. It's day one. We have 10 days of doing these bird surveys on these 1,000-meter transits. And so this is our first one, line 4, or call it transit 4. Just at the beginning here, when we're coming in, we spooked Variegated Tinamou. So I want to show you guys, it's back on the nest. As you know, all tinamous are very difficult to get. Obviously, you know, we're not feeding them, and so to actually run into a nest is pretty cool. Because a lot of times when you're walking through the forest, you know, they might be feeding or just sitting still, and you just accidentally spook them, which was the same thing that happened with this one when we're coming in. So very cool to see such a hard to see bird on the first day. Of course, it's me and the man Philip. You can check out his channel, Phillip Odwin Fishing. Make sure to like, share and subscribe. Hey, back here again guys. This is day 2 of our bird survey here in the Guyana Mazaruni. Just finished up the transit and we're heading back out, and we're about to cross this creek here, and I was actually held back by this vine. I guess I should say thanks to this vine I had to pull back, and when I pulled back, guess what I saw on the ground? Yeah, a good size for the lance. 6 milligrams of this poison is enough to kill an adult. The adults, you know, more or less, they kind of measure how much venom they inject in you, whereas the small ones, they don't know how much venom to inject in you, and they just give you a good injection, so to speak. So we're gonna leave this one here on the ground and continue heading back out. So he's actually in my path, so I have to cross this creek, and there's nowhere else for me to cross, so I have to move this guy. So I've already trimmed this tree here. Just gonna cut it, and then just use the stick and move him. Put away my knife. Yeah. Now it's time to move him. Probably not strong enough, but has to work. It's a good size one. It's probably about 5 feet. Nasty. That was a good show. I think this species It's a quite large range. It goes into Central America, but it's by far one of the most deadliest species in Guyana. Locally, it's known as the labaria. You know, some people call it a yellowtail labaria. Some people will say marble eye. But hey, at the end of the day, it's a pit viper. It's venomous and it's deadly. So, you know, anytime you're in the forest, in the jungle, don't just walk and, you know, not paying attention to the ground. Like, I'll just tell you a quick story. I remember I was visiting my friend Brian in St. Louis, Missouri, and you know, I am a guide. I'm always accustomed to, you know, looking where I'm walking and these kind of stuff for snakes. And I remember it was the second day we went into the forest somewhere in Arnold, Missouri, and I was looking all over the ground, you know, while I was going through very nice forest. And Brian was like, hey, remember, you're not in Guyana. Nothing is here to get you. Just walk. But they have cat and mouse, so I have to keep my eyes out. But thankfully, I think it was too cold for those guys, so no snakes was around. So that was a pretty interesting experience. You know, when you have certain things mesh into your DNA, like being careful in the jungle, you can't help yourself but to be extra careful. So yeah, we're well equipped actually. I have my long boots here, my rubber boots. Philip has his rubber boots, but I mean, you never know when you might run into a bigger one. Your rubber boots might not be tall enough. Sometimes it might be on a log or something like these ones in front here, and you can get bitten. There is anti-venom available for the species, but I think anti-venom in general has, I think, about a 6 weeks shelf life before it expires. So you know, we've come up with a lot of natural remedies. So if somebody is bitten, you know, you use a natural remedy and then transport that person to hospital or something where, you know, they can get access to the anti-venom if it's available at the time. So we're making our way back out to camp, put together all our data and so forth, and call it that. Tomorrow we'll be going on which transit tomorrow?
Transit 6.
Hopefully transit 6 or 5 or something. Anyway, see you guys on the next one. So definitely we'll have to call this transit the end of the road for us here. This log here, this is one we usually cross on, and actually below this log is about at least 20 feet. So you're talking about 20 plus feet of water. So this is impossible for us to cross, and our line goes straight across. As you can see, flag and tape in the distance. Can't go wrong left, can't go wrong right.